What's up, guys? My name is Tom. Welcome back to my channel. Well, I got the Jeep behind me again, and if you guys saw in a previous video, I did two different ceramic coatings, one on either side of the hood to see how they compared against each other. If you missed that video, you can click the link up above and check that out. So basically what wound up happening is I was driving on some salted roads and it was wet, and when I got home, the whole Jeep was just covered in salt. So what I decided to do was just rinse it off quick with the hose, pull it in the garage, and I went inside and I was done with it. Well, a couple days later, I washed it and I noticed there was nasty water spots on there, and I was hoping with the ceramic coating that they would wipe right off, but that wasn't the case. So I tried a couple different solutions, one which worked and one which didn't, and I wanted to make a video and let you guys check it out. So let's get over there and start working. So this was actually after the wash, and you can see these water spots were terrible, atrocious. So the first thing I tried, least aggressive, was actually vinegar. So I, sprayed the vinegar on there and let it sit for a minute, hoping that it would dissolve, the minerals. I did come to the conclusion that I don't think it was salt that was on there, because water would dissolve the salt, alone. So I'm thinking it was minerals out of my hose that just dried on there and crusted on. But the vinegar didn't work very well at all. These are the water spots after 2 rounds of trying the vinegar out. So that was the solution that completely failed. So after that, it was time to go to something a bit more aggressive. So I had watered down Meguiar's wheel brightener, which is an acid-based wheel cleaner, 10-to-1. So it wasn't super strong, but still a lot stronger than vinegar. And what I did is I sprayed some on the rag as well. So I tried to really keep the panel wet with it and let it dissolve the minerals, which it did. It took a few tries. I want to say some spots I did 2 times and some spots I did 3 times. And again, just kind of smeared the wheel cleaner around. The other thing was I didn't let it dry at all on the paint. I kept it wet, and before it dried, I actually, wiped it off. But I did have to do some rubbing. It definitely didn't wipe right off, which I was kind of surprised, because the ceramic coating is quite slick and quite hydrophobic, but apparently it doesn't repel minerals very well. And believe me, that'll be the last time that I hose it down and don't dry it off, that's for sure, because this was a little bit of a pain. After I was done with using the acid, I wanted to make sure that, there was no residue from that left sitting on there. So I just cleaned it again with the O&R. Right here, that's what I have in the bottle. Spray it down, and again, it's the same mixture that's in the bucket. It's 1 capful per gallon of water. And just wiped it down again, made sure all that acid was off of there. Love that big red sponge from Optimum Polymer Technologies. It works really good when the vehicle's not super dirty and you just want to give it a quick clean. Again, I can wash my whole car in the garage with just that 3-gallon bucket of water, which I actually did a video on, so I'll pop the link up there for you guys on that one. And then, just dried it as normal. So again, that was what it looked like before, and then that was after. Now, I've stated in previous videos this hood is nowhere near perfect, but those water spots were terrible, so I did get a lot of them off. And also, to give you guys an idea, once you take it out of the artificial light, it's a lot shinier than it seems with that spotlight on it. It's got a lot of good gloss to it. And again, the CQuartz was on the right hand side, and then the color and drive was on the left. And I wanted to also show you guys, as part of the follow-up for the ceramic coating, that, a couple months in, having been blasted with salt and now wheel acid, the water was still beading real well on both of these products. So I haven't really seen too much difference performance-wise between the two ceramic coatings yet. And I mean, you guys can see for yourself here with spraying water on it and dumping water on it, they react very similar. I'm pretty happy with it so far, except for the whole water spot thing, which I think part of that is the paint that's on this, because I think the hood was resprayed on this and it's just single stage paint. So the paint is very porous. And, I think stuff just loves to stick to it and attach to it, even with the ceramic coating. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.